So, a topic that we visited about a lot in the past, but it just keeps coming up because the media news and the amount of information is just so in our face in today's world. But I want to talk for a second about the role of the financial news, or specifically the financial media. News and media is inescapable in today's world. So, what is the role of the financial media and us as consumers? Is it to help investors make sound financial decisions with our money in order to achieve our long term goals? As you probably figure, no, it's not about that. So, what is it about? What does the financial news media actually do? They stoke the fear and sometimes greed. So, one of the things that the media is very good at doing is making us either very full of greed or very scared, wanting to run for the hills. They sensationalize the headlines. So the news headlines, if they couldn't be scary enough, they make them scarier. They focus our attention on the short term, minutes, hours, or days, or weeks, when we should be focused, if we have long-term goals, on the quarterly, the annual, and long-term investment goals. Create anxiety and depression. One of the biggest things that I've seen, if I spend too much time consuming news, and especially cable 24/7 news, is it starts to create some anxiety and fear and irrational thoughts. It may paralyze us from making important long-term financial decisions, and it may keep us from obtaining our financial goals. Why does the media, of all sources, why do they do this? The financial news media doesn't work for us. We don't pay them. Their clients are advertisers. The more that they can keep us glued to the TV, tuned in for the next big news event, the more advertisers are going to advertise on those platforms or those channels. Fear and greed sell. So if I get on the news and I tell you all every day things are pretty good, things look nice, you're just going to turn off the TV and probably never tune back in. That doesn't sell. What sells is fear. More viewership, of course, equals more advertising revenue. So it doesn't mean that all news is bad. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't be informed, but we should keep in the back of our mind that the real customer of social or news or financial news media is advertisers, not us, the individual investor. Why is it more important than ever to be engaged and conscious consumer of all things news? Our financial lives and futures, I would argue, depend now more than ever on us and professionals, whether that's me or whoever that is, being able to filter out what is real, what is not real, what is exaggerated, or what is outright lies. So I think it's very, very important that as we are trying to be informed investors, consumers of news, that we always remember to use the filter that's between our ears to help us make sure that we're making good decisions with our long-term future and not just reacting to headlines and making mistakes that we may regret in the past that might be costly to our future and to our goals.